Alright, what's up guys? This is Tim, the Berlin Trader, and I have your crypto chart update using technical analysis for September the 5th, 2017. This is brought to you by CryptoKing.org, which is a great crypto news website where you can also find my lovely videos right there on the front page, so check them out and give your support. Well, let's check out Bitcoin. As always, we start with the mother of all coins, the gold of crypto, and that's Bitcoin against the dollar. We saw that lovely march higher, and we just kissed 5,000. I mean, that was our target, guys. We should have been taking profits there. It was fast. It was only there for a millisecond, but that was our target, and we wanted to take profits. It fell a bit faster than I expected, but I did expect a pullback, and we fell right down to a strong support level, which was this trend line, which goes back a few weeks. We had the 200-day moving average, sorry, the 200-period moving average. So on every chart, that's 200 periods. On a day chart, that's 200 days. On a 60-minute chart, like we are using here, it's 200 periods of 60 minutes. So we kissed 5,000. We fell down through the moving average, through that trend line, and as well as through this support level, this horizontal support level, going back to the middle of August. And you could see the lines I've drawn here. That support level was the breakout point back in August, that 4,500 level. So I expected a range between 5,000 and 4,500. Because, you know, every 500 is kind of a psychological level, and there was actually support put in once, twice, 3 times. It was resistance, and then finally it broke out, and that should have become support. But that really shows you the strength of that downward move, of that downward pressure, because we just broke through all of these support levels, you know, without really much of a pause. A couple of bars, and we just broke through. We just cracked right through like thin ice. And that kind of surprised me, but what doesn't surprise me is that we're seeing some consolidation under that level. Price is trying so hard right now to break back above 4,500. I don't have any positions on at the moment except my long-term core positions in Bitcoin and Ethereum, because I believe it's going higher. But short-term, for an active trader, you know, it's a bit messy. We had a crash, you know, we've come down, we've pretty much put in lower highs and lower lows. We haven't really made a turnaround yet. It's trying to right here. It's trying so hard to get back above that support level, that 4,500 level. You know, if we can get above 4,500, then all of those resisted points will hopefully become support once again, and we'll stay above 4,500. But if we cannot break above 4,500, that's really a sign of weakness, and we can expect another drop down to 4,000. Now they might pull the plug, you know, the big whales, as they say, they might drop that price down to 4,000. It could happen. We could go even lower. Who knows how deep this bubble can burst, especially since we have the news out of China that they're limiting ICOs, same out of Korea. Regulation is kind of coming in, and you know, that could be a short-term headwind. But I think long-term, that's a good thing. Long-term, it means that more people are going to get into Bitcoin. Big money is going to get into Bitcoin. So if you can wait it out with your core positions, then you should see the price increase. But for trading, guys, we're looking at technical analysis. We want to beat the market. We want to take advantage of those, those run-ups, and we want to take advantage of those breakouts. Right now, there's really not anything to look at on Bitcoin. It's just kind of messy, and to be honest, it looks pretty weak. It could just roll over. So right now, we want to wait for a good pattern. Sometimes the best trade is not to trade. Again, I spent more time on Bitcoin because really, if we look at all the coins, they're all following Bitcoin's lead short term. If we look on that 60-minute, again, we have that W pattern that formed on Bitcoin, and it's trying to break back up again, right? Trying to break through this resistance level here. Remember, resistance is caused by it's psychological memory, right? The price comes down and people buy it, and the price comes down again, people remember that price So it goes up again because buyers are waiting to buy at that price. So we're trying to break through that resistance at around 560, just like on Bitcoin. If we go to Dash on the dollar, same thing. It's amazing. You see how everything is correlated when there's a sell-off, right? When there's panic and fear, everyone runs for the exits. I mean, we have the same pattern, right? We fell over the weekend, or we fell over the last few days, and now we're trying to break back up, but it doesn't look strong, to be honest. That is not a healthy pattern when you're violently thrusting back and forth like a dying swan. If we look at Ethereum, you know, our other big player, which it's also amazing that even Ethereum exhibits the same exact W pattern. Now, this W pattern could be a double bottom, right? One bottom, two bottoms, right? That could be a double bottom pattern, which is a reversal pattern, right? If the price comes above those former highs in the middle of the W and breaks out, then that's a bullish sign, right? Then our target would be double the height of the double bottom, so something like that. But right now, it's trying to reach the top of that double bottom. It's trying to form a double bottom, so it's certainly not a place to enter long. And if we look back on Ethereum, then we are kind of in this congestion range. Congestion range is a place where there was a lot of price action, up and down, that finally broke out, just like in Bitcoin. And here we are falling back into that congestion range. So we might be stuck here for a while. Again, doesn't look pretty, not really a beautiful pattern forming on any of these coins right now. Bitcoin Cash, if we look at some random coins, if we just look at the greatest gainers for the day on my list, that was Bitcoin Cash, I guess. We have Dash, looking strong. XMR, Monero. You know, I do have a position in Monero just because I'm an idiot. But same thing. We see that pullback, then trying to break back up into that range. It's not doing a bad job, Monero. Monero seems to be doing a bit better than the other coins, but still, if it can reach this resistance again, I mean, we have to break through, or we might just fall back down again. So we might be range bound for a while until things sort themselves out in the space, right? Until there's a shakeout with the regulations, until maybe there's some announcements about the future of Bitcoin, right? So we saw a good run up in the spring and then another run up at the end of the summer. So it might be time to consolidate for a while, to digest those gains. You know, people take profits, they wait for a new setup, and then we're going to see another explosion at some point. And that could be in, I don't know, October, November, December. But right now we're just waiting to see how things play out. We don't want to get greedy and try to play for pennies. So guys, that's our update for today. And who knows, maybe something exciting happens tomorrow. So keep an eye out for my updates. Subscribe to my channel. Send me a comment, send me a message, ask me a question. I'm always here to educate, save up your money, and prepare for the big run that should come in the next, let's say, weeks or months in the crypto space. You know, there's going to be a lot more news coming out every single day. I hear people talking about it more and more. So there's no doubt in my mind that money is coming into this space, and that's a bullish sign. Send me a donation if you are so kind to support my work. I have my links down below the video. Check me out on tradingview.com. That's where I post my charts, and see you guys tomorrow.